When we work from our zone of brilliance, we do our best work. We're in the flow. We're in our creative space. We are inspiring people. We are motivating people as well as ourselves. The problem is that we often are not in our zone of brilliance. So in this masterclass, I'm going to take you through a process where we can really get connected to that zone of brilliance and then look at what our transformational process is and turn those ideas into a book, and then think about what kind of products and services can we develop out of that book. Now, this is a highly interactive workshop, and bring along some paper, preferably blank paper, bigger the better, so you can sit and brainstorm. Bring a journal so that you can write, and we're really going to take a deep dive into this zone of brilliance. So what are we going to cover on the masterclass? Now, if you're a creative, anything like me, you will have a gazillion ideas. But it's finding the right idea for right now. And this is very much about writing a book or a series of books that are smaller and easier to write. Now, you can see in the background, I've got a lot of books. I used to write big books. I had this thing that once I got this amazing idea that I would outline it, and then I could sit and write 70 to 80,000 words in a very, very short space of time. But what I discovered was, as time went by, that I found it hard to consume that many words. And I looked at what kind of things do I actually love to do. Now, I love journaling. One of the things I do is I teach journaling. And so I wrote, and they're not little in, I mean, they are little in size, but the content in these varies. So, for example, that book has 4,400 words, and that book has 22,000 words. And they both take about the same amount of time to write. So I'm going to go through what a little book means. But first of all, we have to get into that zone of brilliance. So we're going to do zone of brilliance, my brilliant rules for getting your book written and published. I have been doing this for about 13 years, and I've worked on a lot of projects. So I know some super great hacks for getting your book written and published. What content? So what content is going to captivate and inspire your audience, that's going to help you make an impact and build your brand without the waffle? I'm going to look at how you get out of your own way so that you can actually do this. So one of the problems I encounter with people who are super creative is we get an amazing idea, we rush to get it out, and then we get bored, and then we don't do it. So I'm going to look at some ways to get you into that flow of writing. We're going to look at how we clear your schedule, why it's important to share your ideas, because people need to have your ideas and quick ways to do things. And they want books that they can come back to time and time again, because they're easy to read and easy to consume. And I'm going to talk about different ways of marketing. So I know a lot of people, they want to write a book and they hate this idea of hassle, and getting out there and we've got to be number one. I'm going to bust the myth of becoming a number one bestseller. So grab your paper, sign up for this masterclass, and be prepared to do lots and lots of scribbling. So, are you ready to rock and roll your Zone of Brilliance book? See you on the masterclass.